Welcome back to the Big Scoopers podcast.
Welcome back.
Rolling through the industry with the big scoops.
Now, TNS updates.
Now TNS updates. It is update time with the Big Scoopers, sponsored by TNS. All right, so next week there will be a collab coming out with TNS and another company that plays a significant role in the upstate area, in the running realm. I'll say that. It's going to be a hydration product. So that's going to be fun. Let's see. Carolina Iron Anniversary Party, June 14th. Be there. It's starting at 10 a.m. AJ needs to get on the ball about promoting this, but we're promoting it for him. Love you, AJ.
Yeehaw.
In 2 weeks, we have a golf tournament for the charity called I Fucking Hate Cancer.
Oh.
That's going to be fun. We are in the works of creating some TNS.
Where?
Yeah, TNS wear.
Can we say with who?
Oversized.
Can we say with who yet?
We can talk about that one, I think.
Are we talking about the same one?
So we're having two. We're having one with just us and one with them.
Okay. So the one I'm thinking of, if you know Jacked Jeans, they're the ones that have like the oversized t-shirts that have like the cute, well, yeah, I think they're cute, like designs on them. They usually set up at like the bodybuilding shows, NPC in the area. But they collabed with Carolina Iron for a release of their t-shirts. But we are going to have a release of TNS X Jack Jeans t-shirts, and those should be really, really cool. They're also very flattering for a leg day. If you like a oversized tee with a, you know, like the shorts for a leg day, or like guys, if you like the bigger oversized t-shirts that make you look bigger, that's is good for you.
Speaking of leg day outfits for ladies, I saw this TikTok and it was very funny to me. And it was like girls on leg day, and it's a guy wearing skin tight shorts with a big t-shirt, and he's like, as he's walking around, he's holding it down, and as soon as he gets to a machine, he like lifts it up over his butt and sticks his butt out.
Oh my!
I was like, that's kind of accurate, which is sad.
Yeah, I know.
We have some new homemade protein. It is now in a bag. I just feel like it's so chic.
Yeah.
That's so chic.
It's not homemade, like, we didn't make it homemade. It's the brand Axe and Sledge. Their homemade protein.
I'm not saying this is true, but I heard it was made in somebody's grandma's kitchen. I'm just kidding.
It's a meal replacement. So it's got all the fats, carbs, and proteins you may need for a meal replacement.
TNS is now partnering with Refined Skin and Body, which is in Duncan, South Carolina. I actually went there today and got some Botox. Well, I actually didn't get Botox. I'm bad about umbrellaing the term Botox for everything. So I actually got what's called Zeman. I don't know how to say it. But if you want some information about them, let us know. We're going to be posting a video about them coming up soon. They do literally everything there. They have Botox. They have permanent makeup. They have hormone replacement therapy. They have treatments, facial treatments, like chemical peels, dermaplaning, radio frequency, microneedling, chemical peels. They have laser hair removal. They have pigmented lesion removal, microneedling with fractional radio frequency, CO2 resurfacing, body sculpting, tattoo remoul. For weight loss, they are doing weight loss programs for people with semaglutide and tirzepatide. And in that, the reason that they're a good company for us to partner with is they are using these to teach people how to use it as a tool and not as something to live on forever, which is why we're partnering with them to help people learn how to make healthier habits as they're losing weight with these products. And we're hopefully going to be selling them inside of Refined Skin and Body soon. So if you are interested in any of this, check them out in Duncan. I'm going to link their social medias below, and we will be having a video about me getting Botox.
Slut. You won't have a video of me to get Botox. No.
I'm going to get her on the Botox wave eventually.
I don't do needles.
It really doesn't hurt. Like, when I tell you I have a very low pain tolerance, like, you can poke me and I'm gonna be in pain. But Botox, like, does not hurt. It almost doesn't even feel like, it doesn't even feel like they're breaking the skin.
Really?
Like, popping a pimple hurts worse than getting that done.
Is it just like pressure?
Kind of. Like, half of the ones I didn't even know she was putting the needle in me. Because it's such a small needle and it barely breaks the surface of your skin.
Do they numb your face too?
No. And today I got 28 units. The last time I got it done, I think I got like 35 to 40 units.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's another thing that I like about them. She did the most minimal amount on me. And then if I need more in 2 weeks, then I can come back and get more. But instead of just overdoing it to begin with, they're going to give you what they think you need so that your whole face isn't numb.
How long does it last for?
About every time I've gotten it done, it's lasted for like 6 to 7 months. They always tell you like 3 to 4 months, but mine's always lasted longer than that.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Any life updates?
Still in prep. Still have my pancakes, so I'm still good. I wanted to quit over the weekend.
Why?
So I keep fighting with myself because I'm like, why am I really doing this? Like, is it just because I want to? Or is it just because because if I wasn't doing this, I couldn't be enjoying so much more.
I feel like it sucks that you're doing it during summer.
Yeah. I mean, I did it over the summer last year too. It's nice to look good over the summer, but I didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, I still worked, gymmed, ate, and that's it.
I feel like optimal time would be like if you competed in like May.
Yeah, I was thinking that today.
And then you're in shape for the summer.
Yeah, I was thinking that today. But also, you have to think too, nothing fits. Like, last year, none of my clothes fit. Like, even clothes that were tight on me before were so loose, it didn't look good.
You don't like that?
I mean, yeah, it's nice to know, it's...
Oh my God, I love to put on a pair of pants and them just fall to the ground. I'm like, oh, you skinny queen.
Yeah, but when you actually have to go out and do something and nothing, is working, it's like, oh, what do I do? These pants were falling off of me last year. So I went and I bought 2 pairs of, I call them prep pants.
Yeah, prep pants.
Prep pants. They're actually really nice Abercrombie jeans.
That's okay, you deserve it, queen.
Yeah, but I can only fit in them for a very short amount of time, but that's fine too. But anyways, yeah, I was like, God, pizza sounds so good. Truly.
That's so crazy because Jacob has asked for pizza for 4 days in a row.
I have a spot that y'all need to go to. I've never tried it, but it looks really good.
I don't ever really crave pizza. I love Little Caesars Crazy Bread. I love Crazy Bread.
What is that?
Girl, you were overweight and you don't know what Crazy Bread is?
No. I never liked Little Caesars.
I don't like Little Caesars. I like Little Caesars Crazy Bread.
Okay.
It's like garlic bread.
Uh-huh.
With marinara sauce.
Oh. Is it cheesy?
So good. No.
Oh, then...
It's not like regular garlic bread. It's doughy kind of, soft. Oh my God. It's so good. It's making my mouth is actually salivating right now. It's so good.
Oh my God. I do like a cheese stick. Not I like a mozzarella cheese stick, but the kind of cheese sticks where it's like a pizza and then they just cut it into sticks?
Yeah, Jacob, when Jacob gets a pizza from Little Caesars, he gets that.
Okay.
He gets half pepperoni and then half that.
Oh. Okay.
But it also gives him heartburn. So every time he wants pizza, I'm like, so you want heartburn tonight? You want acid reflux all night?
Yeah.
Cruising for a bruising there, buddy. Do you want to tell us about the necklace place you went to?
Oh my God, yeah. So there's a place called the Traveling Penny in downtown Greenville, and we've talked about it because
you went without me, but it's fine.
Oh my.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Kind of.
But they are a build your own charm necklace, bracelet, earring spot. And it's really not that bad. They have a base price for the chain. So you pick your chain. There's different lengths, different types of chains. And then you go around and pick your charms. And so each charm has a price. And you can do it however you want. They assemble it for you. I did it 6 charms? I don't know. How many do I have? 1, 3, 7. I have 7. So they have lots of different ones.
Do you mind telling us how much you spent on that?
I paid for my friend's too for her birthday. And I want to say they were each like $75. Because the chain was $25, and then
That's really not that bad.
no, and then the charms were like $6 to $9 a piece. And I got 7. So whatever the math is on that. I also bought a couple of other things. I bought a keychain.
Nice.
But it was really fun. It's a fun activity to do with like friends, where you're not just centered around eating. I feel like that's the hardest part about prep is activity. Just had a stroke. Activity where you're not just eating
Or drinking.
or drinking.
That's what I struggle with 75 Hard was
Yeah.
the doing something that doesn't involve drinking alcohol.
Yeah. And it's so hard, especially in Greenville or Spartanburg, because like everything is, okay,
Food.
let's go get
And drinks.
a beer and like wings or whatever, you know what I mean? Or a glass of wine and like a charcuterie, or, you know what I mean? Like there's not,
Now, I will say, in your defense, I feel like you love to find like a cool place to dine.
I do. I really do.
So
I really do.
so that
and
takes
it's
out like
so
a
tough.
big portion of your life.
I know, it's so tough. And I love like my cheat days. Like I plan my whole week around like, where am I going to eat out this week? You know what I mean? So, but anyways, other than that, what are your life updates? Got any?
Yeah, right now my feet smell soured. Like a soured towel.
That's so tough. That's your life update?
It's making my nose hurt.
Oh, do you need to put your shoes back on?
Probably, but I'm not going to.
Okay. I can't smell them.
That's good. I can. It's bad. I got Botox today. I got injections in my forehead that made me not have wrinkles. So that I can continue laying in the tiny bed wrinkle free. Let's see, what else? I'm going hiking this Saturday for the first time in like 4 years. I'm very excited.
That'll be fun.
We're going with Cass and Steve's Gym Sportless with their adventure club.
Cute.
Yep. They have like a club, I guess it's a club, where it's free. You don't have to be a member, but they plan different hikes and stuff throughout the summer to do as a group. It's cool. So we're doing that on Saturday.
Do they have an Instagram or anything?
Yes. Let's see. I think they just post it through Sportless. Let's see. No, I think you just Sportless Gym. If you look it up, it looks like a less than sign. Awesome people, awesome gym. If you live in Chesney, Bowling Springs area, we can link their stuff below. Super sweet people. And then Cass owns another business called What Makes You Well, where she does life coaching. So if you're interested in that.
Yeah, very holistic.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I'm in the process of trying to figure out what my style is in life.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? I think we talked about this a few weeks ago, but I just can't.
Pin it down.
I hate trying to find shorts.
Yeah.
I tried the long shorts.
No.
It was
no.
giving grandma.
I don't like
It was
them.
giving grandma and or lesbian.
You know what?
Respectfully. Respect to the lesbians, but like that's not the vibe I'm trying to give off.
I'm so glad you said that, because I almost walked out of the house today to the gym, and like before I left, I like looked in the mirror. I was like, it's giving lesbian. I can't do that. I can't do that.
I tried on like the very light colored high rise with like long shorts. I looked in the mirror. I said, I'm about to steal your bitch in these. That's not what I'm trying to do here.
And that's so hard, because like you don't want shorts that are like up your butt, like so short.
Right.
But you also don't want shorts that like give dad at a barbecue energy. And there right now, it just seems like there's not really an in-between.
Even some of the in-between ones, like I got these white shorts, but they just give like, I'm in my mid-30s and I have 2 kids at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, where are y'all buying clothes that don't cost an arm and a leg?
Yeah. Like, I like Madewell's jeans a lot, but they're expensive. But they are really flattering.
They're made very well.
Really good, yeah. Both of my, I don't think you've ever seen my overalls, but I've got 2 pairs of overalls. I used to live in those last year, but they're both from Madewell.
I need to see if my overall shorts fit you.
Oh.
I got a pair from Target.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not flattering on me.
I have an overall dress that doesn't fit me anymore. It's just too, like, wide.
See?
Yeah.
Yep, I feel that.
Yeah. But it's cute. I got it, like, from Goodwill well, actually, they were shorts when I got them, and my grandma, like, turned them into a dress.
Oh, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. And it's white. It's actually very cute. I used to wear it to work all the time. If you want it, you can try it.
Okay. You know that podcast I listen to all the time? One of them is the 2 Parents in a Pod, and then the Mean Girls Pod.
Yeah.
So Alex, the girl who, she's like over both of them, I guess. Mm-hmm. So she wears like very like plain outfits, like a white t-shirt and some pants.
Yeah.
Everybody was asking her like, oh, where did you get your white tops? They're so cute and they look so good. I'm telling you, like, it looks like a Hanes white t-shirt that a man wears is like an undershirt. Like, it looks, she always has it looking crisp and clean. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't look dingy or anything.
Yeah.
I clicked on her like to know it. That shirt, $98 for a white t-shirt.
Never. No.
And she always wears this little pink cardigan that looks like she maybe picked it up from TJ Maxx. $600 for a little pink like shawl. It's not even like a long cardigan. Like, it comes down to your waistband.
I can't even fathom spending that much money on one item of clothing.
Me neither.
I would rather spend that on a cruise. We were talking about that earlier. I would rather spend that money on a cruise than have a little cardigan. Like, I would rather have.
Well, I always kind of felt like maybe her content was a little bit relatable and stuff, but then I started looking at her like to know it on how, and the thing is, you wouldn't look at her wardrobe and be like, oh yeah, she spends money on that. It's the most simple crap. And I'm like, I could have gotten that same shirt at Walmart for $3.
Yeah. No. Nope.
Like, I wonder if one day I become a millionaire. I say me, my husband becomes a millionaire, and, you know, I have residual income. Collateral damage over here. I just don't think I'll get to the point where I'm just spending money just to be spending money. Like, that just, like, actually makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Sick to my stomach. I mean, I might buy some nicer clothes, but not just, like, obnoxiously expensive clothes. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to talk about quote unquote detox supplements that are being sold on TikTok. Also, what is it? What is that fruit that everybody says is like, oh, it'll cleanse you of your parasites? What is it?
Is it
You eat the
passion
seeds.
fruit?
No.
Is it that? I hadn't seen it. Jackfruit, papaya
seeds. Everybody's like, if you eat papaya seeds, it's going to cleanse you of the parasites inside of you.
I think not.
Yeah. So,
how did Jacob? He's listening.
what did he say?
He said papaya.
Get out of our business. Okay, so essentially, you don't have parasites. That's really the key end thing that you need to understand, is that you don't have parasites inside of your body.
And you don't need a cleanse. You probably need more sleep, a better diet, and maybe to move a little.
So some things that may be told to you that make you think that you have parasites, and what's told to you as symptoms of having a parasite, is bloating, fatigue, and weight gain or weight loss. I've seen it as both.
Weight loss would be like an actual example of if you had an actual parasite. But probably weight gain or something.
water retention, things like that. Not signs that you have a parasite. If you're bloated, maybe you need some fiber. Maybe you need to go poo-poo. Mm-hmm. Go poo-poo. Go little poo-poo. So there are supplements being sold on TikTok Shop that are claiming to be parasite cleanses that will make you go to the bathroom a whole lot, which is crazy because they're telling you that they're cleansing you of parasites by making you go to the bathroom a lot. But the side effect of having parasites is going to the bathroom a lot, like uncontrollable diarrhea.
Yeah.
But this product is giving you uncontrollable diarrhea. So it's kind of like the sense is not making sense.
It seems like
the math is not mathing.
The call is coming from inside the house. that's what it's giving.
So another thing is people are looking in their poo and they are seeing worm-like substances. Would you like to explain this?
Sure. It's not actually worms. It's undigested food. Things that can resemble maybe like a tiny animal of sorts. Like think about, we've all had corn and we all know that corn does not digest. So think about that when your body is being like flushed out, your food is not breaking down appropriately and you're going to probably see some of what you've eaten and it's going to look similar to maybe a worm or something, but it's not possible for that to even occur unless you were in the rainforest or the jungle for an extended period of time where the
parasites exist.
Yeah, and the space is very unclean.
Moral of the story, if you have a parasite inside of your body, you need to go to the hospital because there's no supplement on planet Earth that's going to rid your body of said parasite and you have a high likelihood of actually passing away. So you're not going to have parasites living inside of you and you not know it. Mm-hmm. Like that just doesn't happen. It's just that is not the way it works.
And side note on that, please stop buying supplements from TikTok Shop. Please, begging on my knees, please stop doing it. Or believing all of these influencers or people on TikTok who are pushing really, dare I say, any kind of supplement for the most part, because they're probably, one, getting some kind of commission from it, and two, getting some kind of commission from it. So it probably is not going to work the way that they say it's going to. Nothing is going to beat, I'll say it again and I'll say it and scream it from the rooftops, a little bit more sleep, a better diet, and moving your body.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before we hop off of this topic, so I see a lot of people on TikTok, and the whole thing is like body positivity. Nobody should have eating disorders. People are too skinny. Let's not be skinny, yada, yada, yada. Mm-hmm. But then you see those same people turn around and they're taking these pills that are pill version of GLP-1s, and they're bragging about how they're not hungry. You are promoting having an eating disorder. You are literally promoting having an eating disorder. Not eating and skipping meals is quite literally the definition of an eating disorder, and that is what you're promoting. That is not cute, that's not cool, and that is not okay. Telling somebody that not eating is okay, it's not okay. It's literally the opposite. You are going to make people's digestive systems shut down, and they're going to be in worse shape than when they started. Stop it. Stop it right now.
Period.
I had to say that.
Okay.
Pissing me off. Pissing me off.
I'm glad you got that out of your system.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that one. Real bad.
Okay, switching gears. So I do not know how, I've got big beef with these companies, and I do not know, I don't even want to call it a company.
A scam?
Yeah.
A pyramid scheme?
Yeah.
A cult?
Yeah. Cult is a great word. If you're familiar with Herbalife,
if you're familiar, you should know that you shouldn't be promoting it or using it.
I don't even know where to begin. There is several quote unquote nutrition stores, because that's what they're called. They have to have nutrition in the name. I'm sure you have seen or come across a store like this where they only sell smoothies, or they call them shakes, and teas. The loaded teas, the energy teas, the whatever the hell kind of teas. These products are so awful for you. We looked up some of them, and I've had beef with Herbalife for years because, listen, I'm a very gullible girly. Not even gullible, I think I'm just too nice.
I'm gullible.
Where when people try to recruit me for their pyramid schemes, I automatically say yes, and I've never been like a part of one, but you know what I mean? I think I'm just one of those people that they come after. But we were looking up some of the products. So, like, for example, I guess we'll talk about the products first, and then we can talk about some of their rules.
The rules are crazy.
Like, the rules that you have to follow if you have, they call them clubs, not stores, but I'm gonna call it a store. Like, you have to have a certain amount of, what are they called? Pitchers, but one has to be glass. What does that even?
Also, it's a whole Herbalife store, but you cannot have the words Herbalife shown to people outside of the store. Like, you have to have curtains that block the windows so no one can see in, so that they can't see the word Herbalife anywhere in the store from the outside of the store.
Why? Because you know?
Make sense.
Because you know it's sketchy? The internet's too bad right now. I can't even pull it up. But, so like their protein powders, their protein meal replacements, tell me, why is it 90 calories? And there's 1 gram of fat, like 16 grams of carbs, and like 9 grams of protein. And 11 of those grams of carbs are sugar. And it's all soy protein. Make it make sense. I know that people drink these shakes or drink these teas and have really horrible digestive issues. I can tell you exactly why, because it's soy protein, which our body does not break down appropriately. And it's got probably 115 different ingredients in the protein shake alone, which is just insane. There's no need for that. And then in their energy teas or whatever, it's got like not even 90. It was like 70 milligrams of caffeine. That's a cup of coffee. That's not going to do anything for you. So I don't know. It's just weird. It's so weird. I'm trying to see if...
I was gonna go over some of the rules they have.
Yeah, I was trying to pull it up too.
Okay, this one is very weird. Having both distributors and members and even their kids in the photos. People like seeing kids.
That's weird.
Why are you trying to get people to take pictures of little kids inside of a store with things that they don't need to be putting into their body? Like, it literally says, don't let kids have these products. Why are you taking pictures of kids with the products then?
It's weird.
Greet all who come into the club with a hug or a kiss. And again, when they depart. Members will come back when they feel you truly care for them and keep track of their progress. You want them to hug and kiss customers as they come in the door. That is in your rules. It's crazy.
That's weird. See, if we did that here at TNS,
somebody would call the law.
Yes, I know. Members don't have a lot of money, so spreading it over a period of time makes it easier to afford the products. Builds trust for our product line when they see they are getting product results on the ones they are using, and thereby are willing to try more of them. A lot of their stuff is centered around weight loss specifically, and your weight loss is coming from pooping your pants. Literally pooping out everything. You're not digesting anything. And that's where that comes from. That is not sustainable and it's not healthy.
Freaking crazy. It says the bathrooms need to be cleaned throughout the day since members are drinking 36 ounces of liquid. Always have air fresheners and extra supplies handy. Are you selling laxatives?
Yes.
Like, that's crazy. That's so weird. Like, yes, you should keep your bathrooms clean, but like, that's such a weird thing to actually put into a set of rules.
I know. So, anyways, all of that to say, we are not a fan of your Herbalife scam business thing. And there's been like several, like I said, like they pop up and they go away because I'm sure they're not sustainable. It's not a sustainable business. But there's some popular ones around, and I know that's how people are trying to make their living, but there's other ways to do it other than scamming people.
They also rip off the people who open these franchises.
Yeah.
They've been in lawsuits for this like a million times. And they've been in lawsuits for, what is it, people having like liver failure or something?
Yeah, heart palpitations.
Yeah, like
Heart issues. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm stepping off of my soapbox, but if anybody else agrees with that, please let us know, because like I feel like nobody really talks about that and like all these pyramid scheme businesses. I just do not stand it. Like, I'm not here for it.
I'm just so like, how do these even still exist?
I don't know. I really don't.
So weird.
Yeah.
Kenzie won her competition.
Yeah, the girl that we were talking about last week, I think, she was going into her peak week last week, and she won her overall, and I think she's planning on going to a national show soon, but I love her.
Her boyfriend also won.
Yeah, he won his overall as well.
And apparently there's a hater out here talking crap about her post-show.
A hater.
I'm not saying you should talk crap about people to begin with, but I feel like she has such a following, and not that she's scary, but even if I had a problem with her, she's not the type of person that I would like openly talk crap about.
No.
Like, I would be so scared.
Because she's pretty outspoken anyways, too.
Yeah.
But like, if somebody has like a following like that, like people are going to come after you.
Yeah.
So
Like, that's real crazy.
Yeah, that's probably why she didn't.
She was not the one to be messing with.
No, I do like her though.
I do too.
Okay. Oh, speaking of like influencers and whatnot, DFYN, the company, had a lot of backlash about their quality. I know we talked about Hope's Grow. She is an influencer who is sponsored by DFYN. I don't know of any other ones. I don't know, like,
I think
their
her
names.
boyfriend is too.
Is he? Yeah, people were talking about how they felt like a lot of the clothing, the good quality ones, were saved for the influencers, but the people who were actually paying for it got really crappy quality.
Ugh.
So I hate that. Can't trust anybody out here.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I do feel like a lot of the workout brands, like, you could probably find the same quality stuff without the name brand on it. Mm-hmm. But I think that's for everything. Like, we could sell the same T-shirt that Dark Sport sells, and you're going to pay 7 times the price just because of who, like,
It's got the
whose
name on
name's
it.
on it.
Yeah.
That's just kind of the way it is. But
Yeah.
I think you should, hold yourself accountable for making quality products when you're such a big brand.
Yeah. Especially, or one that's even growing, like, and coming up. But I don't know. I don't have any DFYN clothing, so I can't say.
I don't either.
I keep the same, like, 4 workout outfits.
You know what I'm really loving? These biker shorts from Target.
Really?
Yes, I really like them.
Are they JoyLab brand or are they Target brand?
Can you see?
Target.
Target?
Yeah, Target brand.
They're really soft. Like, they feel like my Lululemon pants, like my thin
Really?
ones. Yeah, they're really soft. I really like them. And if I hike them up, yes, I'm going to have a camel toe. But if, like, on a general basis, like, these are not giving me a camel toe.
Okay. Were they, how much
But
were
they do have a seam on the inside. $12.
Oh, slay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever shop at Limited too?
Girl, yeah.
Okay, please hold. So in 5th grade, I thought I was some hot shit wearing the little monkey
Oh, yeah.
shirt. But I also wore with that, God bless 5th grade Bailey, flare jeans with a skirt over top of it.
Yep. I used to wear, like, the leggings with the little skirts over top of it. And then I would have like a t-shirt, and then you had like the little shirt that you tied on top of it. Yep. And then those headbands that kind of look like what I'm wearing right now, but they had the little tie on the end.
Yep. Oh God, yeah. Throwback.
Yeah. Loved the limited too.
Yeah.
The little monkey and the little frog.
Yep.
And the like plaid.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I had a head to toe. The shoes were blue plaid. The skirt, the skirt was blue plaid, and then the top blue plaid, and then a little hat, blue plaid. And then I had a little purse, blue plaid, with a dog inside of it with a blue plaid outfit on. And I wore that for my birthday to Shoguns for my whole entire family. I have a picture I'm going to have to show you. And I literally walked into Shoguns and I thought it was my runway. I said, look at me.
How old were you?
You've never seen fashion like this before.
And they're like, oh, that's a lot of blue
Probably
plaid.
like 4th grade.
Oh my God.
I thought I ate that up.
That is a lot of blue plaid. I love that for you though. Slay.
I'd wear it again too. If I could fit into that outfit, I would wear it. Not because it looks good, but just because I could fit into it.
Oh my God.
You can tell us about P Diddy.
Yeah, just a lot of weirdness.
I haven't been keeping up with that.
I've been watching like people who have been in the courtroom recapping it. And my biggest thing is that they are calling these interactions with, so it was him and his then girlfriend who he was like controlling.
The one he beat the crap out of in a hotel.
I think her name is, well,
I just saw the video of him beating her up in a hotel.
Yes, it's
And
that.
he was like in a towel.
Yeah, it's that girl. I want to say her name correctly though. So P Diddy and
Wait, was she like involved in the things he did, or she was like a victim?
She
Okay.
was Cassie.
Was she one of the victims?
That I don't know, but yeah, probably. I know there were probably more than one, or there was more than
I heard Justin Bieber was one.
I'm sure he probably was too. But they would call these interactions freak-offs, and I can't get over that.
You gotta be kidding.
No, because they're being like freaky, and they're called like in court. They're calling them these freak-offs.
Who is famous?
Everyone.
Are
Everybody.
these famous people in there saying, yeah, we had a freak off?
These are like, that's what they're called. That's what like these interactions that he had with like his ex-girlfriend Cassie, who is like the victim in all of this.
Did she die?
No.
So is she testifying against him?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And her husband's there, and she has 2 kids, and she's pregnant, like fully pregnant with the 3rd. And
I know his house burnt down in the fires and destroyed some of the evidence.
damn, really? Dang. That's so unfortunate. But I'm sure they have like enough. Well, I hope that they have enough evidence on him. But like he would like pay male escorts to like get with her while he watches, and he tells them what to do. Like freaky stuff. It's not that kind of podcast, but this isn't that kind of podcast. But you know what I mean?
That makes my skin crawl.
I know.
I hate
and like
that.
like there was one, I don't want to be like graphic or anything, but I'll tell you later. But it was like being peed on kind of stuff. Yeah, weirdness.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I'm so glad all this is coming to light, though.
I know.
He deserves very harsh punishment for said things that he has done.
I know. They dated for 11 and a half years.
Dated, or she was held hostage?
But she said, from what I saw in some of the like interviews or people who were in the courtroom were saying that she said that she was like super, super young when all of this happened. He was her first like real relationship essentially, and he wasn't like that at first.
It's like very mentally manipulative.
Yes.
To a very young girl.
Yeah. Which is just so sad.
Messed up.
Yeah. So kind of crazy. But I've been keeping up with it a little bit on TikTok, just watching.
So if anyone wants to know what I've been keeping up with on TikTok, it is Italian brain rot.
Oh my God.
Ballerina cappuccina and tongue sahur.
If anybody knows what the hell she's talking about, let me know.
I really wish I didn't watch it, but every time it comes on, I'm like literally mouth gaping open. Oh my God. Like brain rot. My brain is actually rotting when it comes on. Tong, 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 sahar.
That's crazy. We're not on the same TikTok at all.
Yeah, you don't want to be on mine.
No.
It's weird. It gets real weird.
What else we got?
Icks and licks.
You want to go first?
Yeah, do you want to do icks first? Mm-hmm. Icks, I would say people just always run in that trap.
Period.
Run in that trap. Mm-hmm. There was a comment made saying that maybe me, maybe my husband, are acting like the victims of some situations. I'm not the victim of crap.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. I love my life, and I'm living my life to the fullest. Victim? Who? Not me. Yep. So that's my ick. Just keep on running that mouth.
Yeah, I have no
Crazy.
comment on any of that situation. Definitely an if you know situation, but it's kind of crazy just how wild people
I'm really tired of hearing about it.
are. Yeah. 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 And people can spin things however they want to make them look however they want, but I don't know. I don't have a comment. That's going to be nice. So I just won't say anything at all. My ick is that.
Close.
But also, as you know, I have been working out with Big John. Sometimes I have guests with me for said workout. As you know, JC came with me and died that day.
Not doing that again.
It's always a leg day with Big John. And so I worked out with him on Thursday. I am just now fully recovered to do it all again on Saturday. So yeehaw, yay, can't wait. So many lunges, so many abductions, so many squats. And that is all I have to say about that. If I don't come out with a huge dump truck by the end of this, 11 weeks now, I'm going to sue. Okay, JC, what's your lick?
My lick, I've got two. I've got so many, actually.
Okay, slay.
I just feel like my life has been so good.
I love that.
Got my Botox. Mm-hmm. Living my life.
Yep.
I'm a little bit tan right now. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Could be tanner.
You can always be tanner.
I could always be more tan, yes. Going on a hike this weekend. Very excited. The strongman, hot and heavy strongman competition Saturday at Iron House was chef's kiss. Loved it. It ate down every single bit of it. So good. Our girl Taylor,
Slay Queen,
ate that up. Ate it up. Mm-hmm. Ate it up.
There's some strong queens out there.
They were. And I think that is more so interesting to watch because they're just doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like picking up logs, throwing a sandbag, putting stuff in a wheelbarrow.
I would love to do whatever that sandbag thing was. I want to do it.
Girl, they make it look easy.
How heavy was it, do you know?
No, but I tried to pick it up and I said, ain't no way I could have thrown this.
Really?
Yeah. And they were throwing it like it was paper.
Yeah, they were just like,
whoop, whoop. But yeah, Taylor ate it up. Our girl Kelsey, she ate it up. Mm-hmm. Casey in the Sunshine. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to give Taylor a shout out because she's just an amazing human being, and I think that you should know her, and we love her.
Yep.
Her name is Taylor. On Instagram, it is tays.fitness75. She is going to be doing another strongman competition in either August or September. One or the other, but she posts videos of her training for it. So if you want to keep up to date with her training progress, you can go follow her. Hopefully, me and Jacob have plans, hopefully, to go to her next one. But the competition she's doing next time is going to be a little bit different than this past one.
Where is it, did you say?
It's I think near Columbia.
Okay.
I'm not sure. She said she's going to post about it. So,
I would come.
Yeah.
If it's not
too far, yeah. But the next one, so the one they did at Iron House is kind of like a scaled down version, I think, kind of, of the usual ones.
Yeah.
So it was a good intro to strongman if that's something that you're interested in getting into.
Cool.
And I think that Iron House is going to have a Murph
Oh yeah,
Day, Murph Day's coming up. They're having,
they said either Saturday or Monday. I think they're deciding.
yeah, Sportless is having their Murph Day. It's like a run. I don't,
Murph is
what do you
like,
call it? Like a Murph workout.
Yeah, they just call it the Murph.
They're doing the Murph at Sportless on Monday for Memorial Day.
Okay.
So if you want to do the Murph, check out your local gyms.
It's open to everybody.
Yeah, most gyms have it open to everybody. Licking Up Life.
Yeah. Lick, lick, lick. My lick is I booked my plane tickets to Tampa. Not this weekend, but next. I'm going with a friend. So that'll be nice to get a little change of scenery. And be somewhere else for 2 days. So
What are y'all going one day and then coming home the next day?
we're leaving Friday, coming back Sunday. So
Okay.
I'm leaving Friday after work.
Are y'all flying together?
Our arrival will not be together, but our depart will be together. So I'm flying Allegiant, so pray for me. And then on the way home, I'm flying Breezeway. I've never.
What is that?
They've got like a bunch
They've been
of
popping out with a bunch of new airlines
Yes,
I've never
so,
heard of.
Breeze. I think it's Breezeway Airlines or Breeze Airlines or something. I was looking at where they fly to, and they fly to like LA nonstop, $125 or something. But you can only fly on certain days. So that's the caveat with
But
that.
still.
Yeah. And like to add a bag, to pick a seat, whatever, it's like a plus, it adds more. And sometimes it doesn't, sometimes you don't really come out any better than flying Delta if you do that. But
You know what I'm really tired of?
What?
People treating people that work for airlines like doo-doo.
I know.
I have never had a bad experience like on an airline really. Like everybody talks about going through security checks and stuff like if you just do what they tell you to do, there's never really any problems.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, oh, it's such a hassle, da da da.
I've never had
Take your shoes off, put your bag up. That's literally it.
Now,
like if you're that lazy, come on now.
Sometimes they do be yelling.
I've never had anyone yell at me.
Where was I flying from?
Maybe it's because I'm always with Jacob. They're like, let me not yell at him.
It could be. It was coming home from Hawaii.
Really?
They were yelling.
Everybody's always been so nice to us. Even when I used to fly with my mom and stuff, like everybody's always so nice. Like they're always happy. They're always smiling.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Usually it's like that. I've only had like 1 or 2 instances.
But I feel like the people who come into the airport with a negative mindset towards these people treat them badly, which puts them in a bad mood, and then they start treating people rudely. You know what I'm saying?
Which, I mean, I understand that.
I understand that too, because why are you making people's jobs so difficult?
Yeah. Some people are like that, though.
But I see so many videos of like people getting up in like people's face that work up at the place. Like if their flight gets delayed, they're like pissed off, and it's like, what do you want them to do? Go drive the plane for you? Like they can't do anything about it. So you yelling at them accomplishes nothing.
Yeah. And like a lot of times I saw that where they'll delay a flight because the pilots and the attendants have to have a certain amount of hours of rest.
Right.
So if because a lot of the attendants and pilots are coming from another flight. Mm-hmm. So if they haven't had it's like 8 hours of like rest time. If it's 7, they have to delay it another hour. You know what I mean? Which is like, it's inconvenient. Yeah. But I would rather be safe.
Please go take a nap.
Yeah. I would rather be safe on a flight than.
I'm not trying to have you up there asleep.
No. But yeah, I've only had one bad experience, like really bad experience, but it wasn't flight wise. It was border control.
What did you do, Bailey?
I didn't do anything. Have I not told you about this? When I was on a bus?
No.
Okay. I'll make it quick. So I was traveling with the same friend I'm going to Tampa with. I went to visit her in Brussels, which is like right above France, because she was studying abroad over there. So we were like, okay, like let's do like a day trip to London. And we were trying to do it a cheaper way and take a bus overnight from Belgium to London. And so when we went through France to get to England, we had to stop at border control. And at this point, it was 3 a.m. I was already mad because I was tired. I was also mad because I had to poop really bad.
That's the worst.
I know. And I was not using that bus toilet. Okay, wasn't happening. And so when you get off and you go into border control, sometimes you get stuck with someone who's going to ask you a lot more detailed questions. Sometimes you're not. So there were probably 100 people on this bus. Okay. I was the last person in the border control office thing because everybody else had gotten off and gotten onto the bus. They were drilling me with questions. Where are you going? Where did you come from? Where's your money? What are you planning to do here? All this stuff. And I'm like, And so I don't know if they thought I was some kind of victim of like trafficking or if they thought I was some kind of terrorist coming into their country. But like they wanted to see my flight and my flight ticket and, they were asking me like where my money was. And I was like, I have like euros. I'm going to like transfer them to pounds when I get there. So it was a big thing. And it was like very, very dramatic. My friends had to come back and get me and like explain the whole thing. And the lady was very mean. So that was like hell. And then the bus was really hot when we got back on it. It ended up being fine and they let me go. But, I mean, I had my passport. I had everything that I needed.
We didn't have that happen to us in Brazil, but like I will say, we weren't hounded with questions, but like me and Jacob both, they asked us probably about 20 questions each when we were coming into Brazil from America.
Yeah. What did they ask you? Do you remember?
Like, what are you coming here? Like, obviously they look at your passport. What are you coming here for? How much cash do you have on you? Are you bringing this into the country? Are you bringing this into the country? Do you plan on taking this out of the country? Do you plan on getting this while you're in the country? Like all those kinds of questions.
Yeah.
Also, they don't speak much English there I was kind of shocked by that for some reason. Don't really know why.
Yeah.
But I think the way people act about us in America, questioning people coming into America, I don't think y'all take into account how crazy it is when you're not inside of America because you will get hounded with questions and arrested so quickly in another country.
Yeah. Canada did not give a frick.
Really?
They're like, you got any food? No. Okay.
You drove up there?
No, we flew. But they were just like, they like
when was
scanned
that?
my passport.
Because I've heard it's gotten stricter.
This would have been not last summer, but the summer before.
Maybe not, but I have heard it got stricter.
It could have been for certain things. I know like food, they don't want you bringing over.
That's weird.
They're like that with Hawaii too. They don't want you bringing things. Like they don't want you to disrupt their ecosystem.
I can appreciate that. Fun fact, did you know the 2 states that do not allow billboards?
Billboards? No.
Hawaii and Alaska.
Well, I can't say I saw a billboard in Hawaii, so interesting. Do you know why?
I think it's probably just because of the scenery and stuff there, like they don't want to disrupt it. And me and Jacob were talking about that the other day, and I was like, I don't know why we still have billboards here. They look tacky,
you can't
atrocious.
Even read it.
Like we already just have too much stuff here. You know what I'm saying?
Too much stuff to look at.
Yeah, like
yeah.
And I'm tired of all these people. Respectfully, I'm tired of y'all moving to South Carolina. I know nobody that's not in South Carolina is probably ever going to see this, but if you're not from South Carolina, stop moving here. It's getting too much.
Yeah.
Go back to the big city.
Yeah.
I like living in a small town.
Yeah. When I worked at Foxcroft this past week, there was a couple There were a couple that came, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm waiting on my son-in-law and my daughter. They're looking at Greenville to live." And I was like, "Oh, where are you guys moving from?" And they were like, I think they said Michigan. And I was like, "Oh." What I should have said was, "This is a horrible place to live. You would hate it. It's so expensive. Everything is stinky."
But you know the bad thing is?
It doesn't. It's not.
Every time I meet somebody who's not from here, I get so excited. I'm like, oh my God, tell me everything about where you're from. I'm so glad that you moved here.
Literally,
Let's
yes.
be friends.
Literally, yes. So I say what I should have said, and what I did say was, "Oh my God, this is the best place to live. I love that it's so close to the mountains and the beach. Oh my God, I love it so much. I would never live anywhere else."
We're just too nice here.
I know. See, that's the thing. But I don't want like people, and like it's okay to like move here and submerge yourself in like our hospitality and like our like kind culture. But but I feel like people are moving from places that
Don't have kind culture.
and
Especially to Greenville.
and I don't want to lose that, because I noticed that there's a lot more people who like don't wave like when you let them out, or like
The simple things.
yeah, just stuff like don't hold the door open, don't say like thank you.
Don't say ma'am or sir.
Yeah, so it's just like, I don't know.
Well, we went to Colorado. This is the last thing I'm going to talk about. Me and Jacob, our first trip together ever to Colorado after I graduated from college. He went to the gym and he was leaving and he held the door for these two ladies. And they like basically were like they wouldn't say thank you, and they like scoffed at him like, why would he hold the door for us? First of all, if a man's not holding the door for you, you need to smack him.
Yeah.
That is just the bare minimum of being a gentleman.
Yeah.
Any man's ahead of you and he doesn't hold that door, smack him. Smack him right now.
Yeah. Upside the head.
That actually pisses me off when a man will not hold the door.
Same.
Because I hold the door for people. And I'm not even a dude.
Yeah.
Especially for like if a mom's got some kids or something. I don't care how far across the parking lot she is, I'm holding that door.
Yeah. Or the elderly.
Yep. Holding that door.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe people from North should come down here. We can teach them a little Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
Kindness. Manners.
Yeah.
We got time. Everything's slow and easy.
Yeah. Exactly. So, okay.
Well, I guess we're done jibber jabbering.
Yeah. Thank you for listening and yapping with us.
If you have anything you would like for us to yap about, please let us know.
Yeah. Any hot topics? Any
Yep.
questions?
Yes.
Oh, please,
Leave us
if
a
you, yeah, that sounds about don't feel obligated, like you don't have to at all, but please, 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 please leave us a review, because we still have a lot of our 1 stars from some haters that don't even listen to our podcast.
Sipping on that haterade.
Yeah.
It must be terrible to hate somebody so much to go out of your way to do something like that.
I know. Or to go out of your way to do a lot of things like that.
That's really crazy.
Anyways, but yeah, if you don't mind, leave us a review. Whatever you feel like we truly deserve if you listen to our podcast. We can't take them off. So whatever people have left us, we are stuck with.
Love you guys.
Love you. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Big Scoopers podcast.
If you liked it and would like to see more, you can follow us.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. We also have Instagram, Twitter, X, and TikTok.
It'll all be linked below.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, we causing action. Trend smashers, the queens of all the chatter. Laughing while we sipping pre-workout, it's a pattern. Rolling through the industry with the big scoops.